absolutely. Super happy for him and for the church. Like, New Birth really needs a first lady.
Yes.
That's important. And we need New Birth to be happy with Jamal because he has a lot of tuition to pay. All of my girls will be in college.
Right.
So,
Y'all, Jamal Bryant has held back long enough when it comes to her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant, and his new wife, Karri Turner Bryant. But the tea she's finally spilling, baby, it's messy. When Karri and Jamal went public, people were already side-eyeing the relationship. Between Jamal's long history of cheating rumors and Karri stepping out in ways that had folks questioning if she really understands her role as First Lady. Everyone wanted to know, how did this marriage really begin, and is it genuine? Well, according to Giselle, he didn't appear out of nowhere. She allegedly swooped in right in the middle of her marriage. And the way it all went down, both Jamal and Karri played her dirty.
I can't tell you how happy I am, how happy my family is, how happy my children are, and I hope my church is happy for me.
So on November 15th, 2024, Jamal Bryant announced that he was a husband yet again. But this time he was married to Karri Turner, a faith-based author and speaker who also happened to be a minister in his church, New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia. But before they made it public, it was common knowledge among the church community that they had been messing around secretly for quite some time. And it was honestly more or less an open secret at New Birth. Both of them were spotted out and about at an ice cream shop in Florida. And things escalated from there. As soon as people saw them at that ice cream shop, baby, all hell broke loose. Karri was called all sorts of names, none of which included child of God. And she also thought that their journey was going to end before it had even begun. But girl, they were so quick to knock down any of the rumors. And they summed it up as just a professional meetup and nothing more.
When we got to the ice cream parlor, I was not there because I was kicking it with him. I was there because we were solidifying my doctoral program. That was the reason why I was in Florida at the time. His cohort was there. I came down the last day so that I was able to finalize everything with getting my cohort off the ground, which he was so instrumental.
But the scandal somehow brought her and Jamal much closer. And they started dating privately because there were a couple things that they needed to work on before committing and going public with their relationship. After they got married, you best believe that Karri and Jamal went straight to work clearing up any and all rumors about them. If you ask Karri how she and Jamal met and wound up together, she'll tell you that it was a fairy tale sent by God. And they met after she got a job working at his church. And most of the time that they spent together, they kept it short and professional. Karri talked about how it was her first time working in a megachurch, and she didn't want to get into anything that would cause people to believe that she obtained her position in any way that would jeopardize her integrity.
And so people were like, oh, they've been dating since 2017. I didn't know this man in 2017. I knew of him, but I didn't know him.
But that's really what Giselle can't take seriously, because she reportedly knew that Karri was in the picture, especially when she and Giselle tried to give their marriage a second chance. Giselle and Jamal were married from 2002 to 2009, and they had 3 daughters together. When the two of them later got divorced, Giselle admitted that she couldn't stay anymore because Jamal cheated on her every chance he got. He was already a pastor by then, but that reportedly didn't stop him from having a new woman on his arm every other night. And even though he knew he had a wife at home, it's still music didn't stop him. There are even allegations that Jamal had a love child while he was married to Giselle, and he had paid off the mother to stay quiet about it. Girl, things got so bad in their relationship that Giselle had to check into a mental institution after she found out that he had a baby on her. They remained friends, and they saw each other every now and again, but they maintained their co-parenting relationship, and being in close proximity to each other got them back together again. Giselle made it public that they were officially back together, and this time they were taking it slow. But she did like the direction they were heading, and she was open to seeing what this rekindled relationship would look like. Giselle put all of the cheating in the past because she loved spending time together as a family and didn't want to hold his mistakes over him for the rest of his life. She wanted them to learn and grow from what they had experienced. I mean, she was so positive about the potential of them going somewhere again. And she was confident that they had wisdom and that they had learned from what had messed them up in the first place, and they were not going to go down that road again.
I think I've seen so much maturity in him. He has an overwhelming sense of humility and humbleness. I think that we communicate so much better
But
now.
it wasn't long
our
after
communication
Giselle
is on
talked about
point.
her and Jamal getting back together that she came out to announce that the relationship was going nowhere. She blamed it on CO because with Giselle and PTOIC and Jamal in Atlanta, they couldn't see each other as much as they wanted to, and they had no choice but to call it quits. So you mean to tell me that they were so serious about each other, yet they couldn't make a long-distance relationship work for a little while? Especially considering they had already been married before for years. Okay, girl, if you say so, Giselle. But Giselle never changed her story, and she just said that things weren't meant to work out between the two of them and they would stay friends. But girl, she started singing a completely different tune once Jamal and Karri announced their engagement. Giselle threw little jabs here and there, but she never tried to fully speak on it. That is until she was directly asked what she thought of Karri. And now, she could have just kept it cute and said nothing, and the whole thing would have been forgotten. But Giselle leaned into it and made it clear that she's met Karri and she was definitely out of her league. I've seen her in person. I've met her. Okay, not in my league. Of course. Karri wasn't too thrilled about her husband's ex-wife speaking on her, and she clapped back saying, "Put me at the table where women support other women. Being a mean girl ages you, honey. And who has time for that when you can be living, loving, and aging gracefully?" Still, Giselle didn't take anything back. She said what she said, and she was standing on it any and every day of the week. Or there's something funny going on around here. I mean, they even are part of the same sorority. It looked like Karri picked up a handbook and studied it down to the T. And according to Giselle, the internet was right on the mark with that one. Do y'all remember when Monique brought out a binder full of receipts right after Giselle opened up about her relationship with Jamal? 5. Monique said a lot of things that Giselle definitely didn't want coming out. She exposed Jamal for stepping out despite promising Giselle that he was all in. And Monique didn't even need to go searching for the other woman, because the woman Jamal was dealing with directly messaged her and exposed everything. She said that she and Jamal were seeing each other and didn't stop even though he had begun trying to rekindle with Giselle. She shared texts between the two of them, and Giselle sat there and stoically took it in.
I mean, Jamal and I have been through a lot. You know, there's a lot that people say, and we're.
But when y'all were
understand it.
announcing that y'all got back together, he told his girlfriend at the time that it was just reality TV and it wasn't true.
Thanks.
How do you know that? How do
I
you know?
because the lady who he's been dating for years,
She's been waiting to drop these
relationship
receipts for a while.
She's a pastor, and she reached out to me a long time ago. She sent a bunch of screenshots, pictures of him in her bed and everything else. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going there. I don't play dirty. But
Sounds like
since
rumors.
Giselle likes to play dirty,
like rumors, right?
I'll go ahead and return since I'm here right now. But he's definitely been talking to another woman, and it's clear conversations. And if you like to see him, I got him in my little receipt book right.
According to Giselle, Jamal had told her all about the other woman, and she knew who that person was. So, whatever Monique was trying to expose at the reunion was not a surprise to Giselle one bit. And that woman that Monique brought up at the reunion was allegedly Karri Bryant. Word is that Karri was in the picture for a long time, even when Giselle and Jamal were trying to fix their marriage. Their relationship was more or less an open secret at the church, like I said. And Karri was always quick to deal with any woman at new birth who she believed was potentially a threat to her getting with Jamal.
She said, for me,
Make
it's
up
not
whatever.
a good idea to travel to Atlanta if you're working on putting your family back together again. He says, what are you talking about? She says, what am I talking about? And she screenshots the actual article.
Are we really listening to this? This is the
Husband
same
Jamal
person
Bryant
who tried to
back
run and
together
cry
rumors.
to Bravo
He said,
because somebody was
rumors.
spreading true about her
What
family.
are you talking about?
Can we not?
It's
Can we
not real. It's
No,
reality.
it's not.
Y'all. And sources are saying that Jamal wasn't exactly the first pastor that Karri tried to get with. And once she got Jamal, she wasn't going to let anyone get in the way, not even Giselle. So, all that talk about Karri trying to look like Giselle just to keep Jamal's attention might be true after all.
Afraid to let her go because she gonna blow the shit up the same way she blew the last pastor up in Texas.
And the internet definitely has something to say. I think she purposely tries to resemble Giselle, and Giselle is aging gracefully without all the makeup and the fillers. He found someone who looks physically as close to Giselle as possible. Same look, body size, and even the same sorority. But what do you guys think about this? Sound off in the comments, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.